Hello everyone, John Boucher, Vice Chairman, Montgomery County Republican Party. Continuing with our video series about what's going on here in the Montgomery County Republican Party. I hope you're getting some information out of this that you can use, that it's enlightening to you. But I did think it was worth doing because there's just so much floating out there that's not true that you need to know about. Everything I put on my videos you can verify. I try to cite the sources, the Texas Election Code, RPT rules, etc. Whereas the people putting out false information, they just give you an opinion, little conjecture, add a little kernel of truth, sow confusion. It's not good. It's not leadership. But let's get into this. So the last video we talked about what happens when a county chair just defies the CEC, violates the rules, and goes off on their own. What's the danger in that? And what's the danger in ignoring that? Well, the real danger is that when a chair is occupying that office for their own self-interest, instead of leading the party and helping get Republicans elected, we could lose our county, we could lose our state, and that wouldn't be good. And when you consider that that Texas has open primaries already, this allows Democrats to vote for who will lead the Republican Party. And you can understand why having county chairs elected in an open primary and allowing them to be lawless and disrupt the Republican Party is just really not a good idea, especially if Democrats are getting a say in who leads the party. Under our current system, also, the electing county chairs in the primary, you sometimes can have unscrupulous local politicians who are able to spend large sums of money and run really deceptive campaigns and influence the vote to get their guy into the county chair position. And, if they get their crony in there, all bets are off. They're going to entrench power all they can, and they're going to avoid any accountability to the Republican Party of Texas and RPT rules. And when this happens and that county chair that they bought and paid for is loyal to them and not the Republican Party, well, it poses a real threat to the Republican brand. And it can divide and destroy our local party. And if the public sees a corrupt county chair doing things like this and running the local party into the ground and causing all kind of trouble, well, public confidence is eroded in the Republican brand. So yeah, it's a really big deal because it demoralizes the Republican vote, it demoralizes participation. But is there a better way to elect party leadership? Well, of course there is. This danger hasn't gone unnoticed to Republicans in the state of Texas. And at the last state convention in Houston, the Republican Party delegates in attendance elected their leadership, just as they do at every convention. The delegates in attendance, the Republican Party, elected their leadership. And then they overwhelmingly passed Republican Party of Texas platform plank 248, which states, I'll read it, "We support the election of Republican county chairs by their respective county executive committees where they exist. We support removing the Republican Party of Texas from the Texas Election Code." Now, this would mean that in counties, the board of directors, that CEC, would also elect their own leadership just as the state party does. Makes sense, right? This would allow the CEC to select their leadership, hold them accountable, and create a cooperative environment within the party so that the party can concentrate on the important things like getting Republicans registered to vote and getting them to the polls and finding good candidates, instead of having these inter-party fights because our county chairman refuses to comply with the county executive committee's wishes and votes. Now, you might ask, why would anyone object to having the county executive committee elect their own leadership? Why would they object to having this private organization's board of directors elect their chairman? Well, there's only one person that at the state convention testified before the platform committee and in front of the General Assembly against having that, who fought really hard against plank 248. That was none other than our county chairman, Bryan Christ. Now, to date, out of the 254 counties in Texas, there's over 40 county chairs that have gone rogue like Chairman Christ has. These rogue chairs are defying their county executive committees, and they're causing all kinds of turmoil in the party and causing us to spend an inordinate amount of time and resources to deal with their foolishness. So in the next video, I want to talk more about the process for dealing with them, with these rogue chairmen. We'll talk about how that affects the county executive committee, what they can do, what the Republican Party of Texas can do about it, what the courts are going to say, what the Secretary of State's going to say. And we'll even discover that what the Supreme Court had to say about state party laws interfering with political parties' freedom of association. So stay tuned. We'll get to the next video soon. God bless you.